Hello YouTubers, this is a quick video how to install a large tall block window um, into a home, and hopefully this video will help you. Simply start off by cutting out the old aluminium window with a circular saw. If you have to stand on a ladder or use a power tool, always take precaution. If you're uncomfortable doing that, rather hire a professional, so be very careful. In this case, I just cut around the side with aluminium, which is really the hardest part of getting or installing a window is getting the old window out, right? So before you do that, obviously make sure your new window fits in there before you cut out the old one, and you've measured it correctly, and wherever you ordered it from have actually ordered it to size. So in this case, they actually ordered this window a little bit taller than I would like, but it did actually fit in there, so I proceeded with the installation. So once you cut out the old window, you just need to prepare the surface. What I'm going to do is put some tuck tape around the edges. I've got some blue skin which I'm going to put around the bottom. I'm not sure the blue skin actually helps. Everything I've read suggests it does, and even suggests you need to put it all around the windows. But in this case, I'm just going to use tuck tape and some blue skin at the bottom. I've put some blocks. I've screwed some blocks just inside the window, and that's just to hold the block window. It's really high inside the house, and obviously high outside. I don't want the window to fall through, and I've got nobody to really hold the window in. So I put some blocks there to make sure that the window doesn't actually fall through, because there's no borders to actually keep the window on the outside of the frame, right? So what I'm going to do is put a bead of silicone right around the edges. This will just help some additional help to stop water from getting in. Since you're doing your own window, take every precaution you can to stop water. So as you can see, I've got the blue skin and the tuck tape, which I put around the edges, and then with a bead of silicone right around the top. So as you can see here in this video, there's a good bead of silicone right around the edges, which may or may not help. I'm not sure, but just yeah, as you can see at the bottom, there's some blue skin right around the edges, and hopefully that'll help. I'm not necessarily convinced this stuff helps, because these windows have been here. My previous aluminium windows have been there, and didn't have any of the stuff underneath it, so, and it's probably been in positions for 30 years or so, right? So, and I've seen no indication of rot or anything like that. So I'm not quite sure if this stuff helps, but it's always safer to put the stuff than not, and be sorry later on, right? So I think that's exactly what I've done there, right? Once you've done that, you obviously want to get the window. You want to pre-drill the holes. If you've got holes, it'll just save you some time. Drill the holes in the window, so when you come to screw it in, it's a lot easier to do it on the ground than it is before you put it in. In this case, I've had my wife holding the window so it doesn't fall out, and I'm just going to make sure that it actually fits in properly, and it's level. Take a leveler, make sure it's plumb, and it's level all around, not just horizontally but vertically as well, so to make sure that it's actually plumb on each side, right? So in this case, it looks like the bottom shaft's a little bit uneven, so I'm gonna have to just screw it a little bit to the left, as you can see what I'm doing there, right? So, and again, once you've finished screwing, make sure again, take a leveler, make sure it's plumb, and everything's level all around, right? So once you've done that, in this case, because it's a block window, I'm going to put foam around the edges. Normally, with the other windows just to the right there, you can see you don't put the foam on the outside, you put it on the inside. So in this case, because this thing, and I've just read that you can actually paint the foam, right? So you can just take a hacksaw blade, cut the foam level. They suggest you sand down the foam, and once you've sanded it down, you actually can paint it, right? And that's probably what I'm going to do to finish this up. And then I'll probably buy some white borders and put it around the window just to make it look like it's matching. And then if you live in a rainy area and it's cold, you want to put some flashing at the top of the window. They always say windows and silicone fails over time. Silicone has a life of about 3 years, so put some flashing at the top there, and that'll avoid some issues down the road. Hope this helps, and thank you for watching.